back.
We are.
SpeakEasy After Dark podcast. I am Joey Sypher. With me today, I have Dom, Nico, Dominacio. What do you want to be called? Well, okay, let's
Dominatrix.
stop. What are we calling you from here on?
From here on?
This your name. I got if you see
He's got
this
a
guy,
coin. Like a
he's on
9-sided coin.
Organics. He does the videos, and we've been plugging him for a while. Some days it's Dom, some days it's Nico, it's Dominacio. So we gonna line it out because I don't know how to introduce you. So we gonna line it out right now. What are you gonna be called?
So
it's me, your boy Nico.
it's me, your boy Nico.
We going with that?
I mean, it's on my work badge.
All right, Nico, it is.
Okay,
I'm Joey Sypher.
It's your boy Nico.
Nico. SpeakEasy After Hours podcast. POTCAST, should I say?
The podcast.
Things have been a little bit different. We got different vibe coming through, so
We do.
we're just pushing forward. We high vibing like always. We just trying to plug and play. You know what I mean?
Always. Like, I feel like that needs to be like our own motto and shirt. Like, we just high vibing.
Oh,
because that's all we do.
Absolutely, that's all we do.
Really.
Like for real. There's days we get our low spots, but you know, there's always one of us that kind of brings us back into it and kind of like, hey, motherfucker, snap out.
True enough, right? I need a smile on your face. Hurry up. Smoke this smile already.
So we got a couple things lined up for you guys. We got a couple different camera options this time, so that's pretty cool.
Hey.
We're gonna switch it up and do some cool things this round. I promise going forward, because I know there was a lot of stuff like we shot there's probably been like 4 or 5 SpeakEasy After Hours podcasts that haven't got aired. Because like they just got like lost at the wayside, or we had a director coming in, or no offense, Eric, shooting something, and we lost the footage. But I promise, I'm making an oath, Scout's honor, that we're gonna keep pushing out content. We got a plan. I got DZ, my little brother, on board, helping me with sound, helping me edit, and he knows the sticks, he knows Pro Tools, so we do all our sound in Pro Tools. We convert it over. We work in iMovie or After Effects or whatever we may have you, and then we put it together, and then everything goes out on YouTube. I'm trying to get the wifey to get Spotify and all those things up for us, because man, that'd be cool, right?
Actually, like, that's funny that you mentioned that. When right before I came over here, I went to go pick up some grub real quick and something to sip on, and
I'm gonna spark some.
Oh, sweet. And people were just kind of tripped out because usually when I go over to the watering hole, like I sit down, I have my 3, I got my to-go food and chill, and they're like, "You're only having 1 and taking off. Where are you going?" I was like,
"What's so important?"
Yeah, I was like, "What? This is a business?"
Special
like,
occasion?
Very much so, a special occasion. goddammit. And I told him I was doing the podcast, and another individual that rides a little ring.
Yeah.
His name's Jeremy as well, and he turned around and he was like, "Are you like? Is it on Spotify? Is it on like these podcast apps?" I was like, "Not yet. You can find us on YouTube." But we are working to that, so it's great that you mentioned that, and it's awesome that we are going to be on those platforms. So keep an eye out for that.
I was thinking that today, and I was like, man, I've been seeing a lot of people's podcasts out there like that, and that's just another avenue that I want to hit and just kind of get it out there to people. You know what I mean? We've been doing good for a little run already, and it's just little more avenues to kind of push yourself and push the platform on. So keep on the lookout for that. So all the whole Spotify and Apple Music and all that good stuff, we should hopefully be
It does take time. The wheels turn slow, but they do turn. So
they do turn. The hamster is running.
The hamster is running.
I promise. He'd be a little slow
winded.
lately.
He's winded.
He stopped. He hit the joint a couple times. And I'm not trying to run.
Took a
right
wood
now.
chip.
But he got him a little Adderall or something. They're spinning. He's spinning now.
Can you imagine seeing a hamster on Adderall? Can you imagine seeing that shit?
Oh yeah, that wheel was fucking on fire, bro. Smoking.
You want to talk about like reliable energy? It's got an army of hamsters running wheels, bro. Empowering the light.
Self-sustained. Its own energy source right there.
No shit.
Forget those
the windmills.
The windmills. Throw a couple hamsters out there.
cold fusion, water into energy now. Hamsters on ADHD Adderall. Let's go.
Goddamn, what was that? All sick. Of course it was. Oregon Mountain Organics.
1300 El Paseo Road, Suite 280. Shameless plug, you already know.
So we got a couple things on the list today. We got Bobby Boulevard in the house.
Bobby Boulevard, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Bobby Boulevard.
We got Leon from Premiere. We got some family up in here. You know what I mean. So we just chilling, we vibing out. But we just wanted to touch a couple things like the industry right now. You know what I mean? Like they had a little legislation meeting at Farm and Ranch a couple weeks ago. And they had some of the legislators and senators from out in Santa Fe talking, and they put it out last minute, and I was rapping to you about this. So they put it out the day before,
which is horse shit.
It's a crock of shit. So they put it out the day before, didn't get anybody no heads up, and then they had it at the farm and ranch, kind of tucked in the back. So if you didn't know, you kind of get lost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so when we showed up, we were a little bit late, so we asked questions. We got there at lunch. From what we heard right before we showed up, it was an intense meeting. They had a lot of the advocates out in the city, pushing for us and advocating for us. Shout out Nicole Fox and the good people out down at Headspace and like all those guys. I can't remember dude's name. What's his name? Sorry, give me a.
From Rob.
They're out
Rob
there talking.
Headspace,
yeah, and they're putting some good knowledge and giving these senators a good insight on what kind of is happening. And their biggest kind of argument was why I think it was Bernalillo County and Doñana County they're the most declined counties in the state right now. And I think they're talking about like both those counties in sales are like 25 to 27% decline in sales. And I think profit margins for the two counties were like 5% and 7% profit margins for like the months breaking down. And like huge, bro, like not in a good way, like
holy
that's a huge like
shit.
downfall.
No, yeah, that's not good.
We see it in the dispo and we see it's been slower. We've been cutting back on hours and labor and that whole thing, and they're kind of asking from the table, if you would, why the decrease. And we kept saying you need to put a cap on it.
Oversaturation, absolutely.
100 in just Las Cruces alone, 100 is some.
That's ridiculous.
Allegedly. And they don't want to put the cap. They were like against it. We're not capping it. We want to see how this goes. This is something we're not absolutely doing. And we're like, this is what it needs right now. At least a pause on this so people kind of catch their breath. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. It's not, see if it levels out and then kind of go from there. But they were not willing to even hear about a cap or a pause. I heard one of the senators, he's here in Doñana County. He made a comment.
I was going to bring this up.
He said something like, real under his breath, and I don't think anybody caught it. He goes, I didn't even vote for this bill. And it just kind of it let me know the demeanor and how everybody's going with this. You know what I mean?
What you had chopped me up with when we were going back and forth about this, you were filling me in, my boss there was filling me in, and it was just what these individuals that are sitting on this side of the table,
right,
saying that, we're not going to vote for this, and we're not going to cap the oversaturation. And one thing that was brought up that you had said was the mention of, okay, you have all these out of state deep pocket companies,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right.
That can afford to sell some of the dumbest levels of medicine at low end. They're not even competitive prices. They're just the low end shit. Yeah. And it's not saying that it's like a bad product or it's like not good or anything. It's just they have the financial revenue to just be able to do that.
Backing.
They got that backing
for sure.
You know what I mean? And so
to keep their customers, to keep their base kind of going, and to keep people coming in the doors, they have that backing.
They have that backing, and they're not from here.
Right.
And what blew my mind is when he turned around and said, well, I mean, that's just capitalism, like Walmart does it.
I lost it when he said that.
Bro, when you told me that, I flipped you saw me at the shop. I was just like, yeah, I need a second to just chill the fuck out because I have traveled the nation and parts of the world. I lived in Missouri for 8 years. There was really nobody proud to be from Missouri.
Right.
They were hella proud to be from Kansas City.
Right.
They were hella proud to be from the Lou.
Right.
But nobody was out there repping like, this is the show me state. This is Missouri.
Right.
Like, you go to anywhere in New Mexico, it's almost like getting like the Zia symbol tatted on you is like you are here. You know what I mean? Like that's your rite of passage.
If you're from level, you're
rep
about
it.
to stay.
You rep it. And it's always been support local. I've never seen such a larger community of support local, statewide mentality.
Right.
Other than, and I'm not just saying this because this is my home. Other than New Mexico, it's very, very difficult to run across that type of statewide unified mentality. So for an individual on such a high level to turn around and be like, well, that's just capitalism for you. So you don't give a fuck about the mom and pop shops.
No.
You don't give a fuck about your local, support local. You straight up said, fuck the people in New Mexico.
And at that very moment, when he said that, it hit me, and I knew that this isn't designed for us.
No.
This isn't designed for us to succeed or the small business to succeed. It's designed for them in Santa Fe to fill their pockets. When I heard him say, well, I didn't vote for this, and he didn't care, and he made the comment about, oh, that's capitalism.
And how snark the delivery was.
Right.
Like,
and he's from
God,
here. He's
bro.
from Doña County. He posts up a couple doors down from your watering hole, right? You know, he's here.
Oh, yeah.
He sees what this community is doing, and that was his remark. And I thought, damn. That it's not set up, it's not designed to succeed, right? Because they're going off the premise, not make, and we got Leon here to attest to this. He's from Colorado and did this thing out there. They set a cap, right, Leon? When they first hit it, I think it was something like 500 for the state, is something around there.
Yeah, they instituted a moratorium.
We're sitting at like almost 1,100 in the state, right? And so Colorado, I feel like, had the right idea.
Ridiculous.
They're a little bit more expensive, but they set a cap, and now like you have to get into that, and that's the cap, right? It's a little bit more pricey. New Mexico did it to where anybody could afford it. It's X amount, and so they're not going to make $1 million off of one thing. They're going to sell 1 million things for $1. That's their mentality, right?
Yeah.
And so why set a cap? Because that's how they're making their money. Is they're just bring them in, right?
What was the other little point of information that you brought up in that there were so many licenses issued through the state of New Mexico, but there was only a percentage that was actually capping in revenue and recording and putting it through the programs that we have to go through in order to stay
So they
legit.
said there's like 1,000, round up, 1,100 licenses. 600 are being reported or up, or allegedly. The rest are either not being reported, they're not open, or they're operating under the table. But they're so oversaturated and they're so overwhelmed where they don't have enough manpower to go around and check you every single spot. And people know that. So they're just going in, doing their shit. They're getting a violation if they get caught. All right, we'll dip. And they already made their 300 racks, 400 racks.
Holy fuck that.
Crazy, huh? To think about that.
Bitch.
Because they're not reporting anything. I'm sure it's 2 or 3 people, 4 people, the most, if they have spouses running the shop. So it's just a payout. You know what I mean? They're not doing no taxes. They're not doing no W-2s. They're not paying no unemployment taxes. They're not doing anything like that. They're just not reporting cashing in,
Oh my
cash only.
fuck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the fourth wall. If y'all are doing this shit, fuck you.
But so no, on that. So backtrack.
Oh my god.
Backtrack now.
So messed up.
2 years. We're allegedly SpeakEasy.
I was gonna,
Right? Think how mad those medicinal places. We had homeboy come through.
Yeah, we got it on
screaming
footage.
at me in the lobby room saying, "You can't do this." I'm like, "Yeah, I can." "No, you can't." "Yeah, I can." And he's so mad. Now I understand why. Now I understand he put X amount or this and that going to it. There's only a handful of dispos at the time, and some fucking kids come in that read the law in its entirety. You know what I mean? Did it within reason or whatever within the law said. Did it, and then ended up changing the law because of it. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Tell you what.
What was that disclaimer?
My disclaimer, anything we say in this podcast is a gross exaggeration of what could happen. And if you have any questions, my attorney is Matthew Madrid, and he will be glad to answer them for you. Shout out Matt Madrid. I know you hate me for that one. So
he
carry
always
on.
does too. And we always do it anyway.
Shout out. He loves this.
He's
guy.
over here just like, God damn it. You fuckers.
So, yeah, that whole thing was just crazy. It kind of gave me a different insight, but it kind of let me know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm glad I'm not going into this thinking the state is looking out for our best interest, because they're not. You know, they can put on the front and put on this fiddle and dog and pony show and say we care about this or that. It's a show. It's a facade. They want to pack their wallets, and
Absolutely.
they don't care about the mom and pops. And
That's why they jumped around and changed the law.
yeah, 100%.
Because they weren't getting their piece of the pie.
Facts.
They're like, hold up.
That's
We
facts.
did this. We made this legal by law, and these individuals actually read the law. Holy shit! People read laws now like they're intelligent and they're able to, oh, my bad.
What do you know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, shit, well, we're not getting money. Fuck them.
Yeah. Shut them down.
Shut them down.
Cease and desist. And yeah,
that's exactly,
that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
So, on that note, we'll carry on. We'll get back to that later. A couple new things have been popping off. Like I said, we're taking over the ELC stuff. We're pushing the magazine real heavy. I'm gonna do the music. The food videos, and Dom's gonna help me with those. And so we're just gonna kind of keep things going. But the magazine has been something that just kind of fell into our laps.
This is fucking awesome. I am like stupid stoked about this magazine.
Yeah, I'm really, really stoked about it. We did a good job. The team did a really good job putting it together. Like I said, it kind of fell in our laps this round, and we decided to continue it and keep it going.
Awesome.
Just so we feel like we can do so much better. This first issue kind of came out. It was a little bit rushed. We had to get a prototype out.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to sell a magazine, you're trying to sell ads for a magazine, but you don't have anything to show for, and it's hard.
Very much
so. People to trust or people to give their money to something that they have no idea, right? So we had to push it out. We had to get it done. So the winter issue is going to be out in November. So
awesome.
People look out for that. There'll be more articles, more reviews.
The magazine is also called Everything Las Cruces, Flavors of the Desert. And it's all local spots here in Las Cruces. If you haven't seen this magazine anywhere, there are a few locations that you could look up on some of our websites, or you can just hit us up directly. This magazine was put together by pretty much one individual, boss lady, and it has a rating system of 3 crosses when you go to a restaurant or an experience. 1, 2, or 3 crosses, 3 being the highest. It's modeled after the Michelin system. And I mean, dude, just like the whole put together, the graphics.
Right. She did a good job. She really did.
You know, the writing though, I gotta hand it to you for throwing in that good literature.
You know me,
composition.
I had to get down on it a little bit and kind of show what I bring to the table with it. But yeah, it was a collective team effort with it. We're out there grinding with it. We are literally hand-to-hand combat in the farmers market in big venues, and we're just straight handing them out. They're free. They're free to the public. So if you see one, snag one. We're just finding empty magazine racks and we're just throwing them on there. We get business,
And that's part of the grind too. It's just like, oh no, just sit back and wait for something to happen. No, you got to get your ass out there and just do that.
You got to move, work, bro, and that's what it is. We're movers and we're hustlers and we're grinders out here. And I think we talk about this a lot. And a lot of our generation are hustlers and grinders like that. And we ain't gonna make money. We ain't gonna make anything just sitting around on our asses with our thumbs up our ass. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
We gotta out and make it happen. So
watch the entire opportunity in life. Just
yeah. So we took over that one. That one's out at Oregon Mountain Organics. Visit Las Cruces. Tacos and Shallows, Santa Fe Grill. Oh shoot, we got the Corbett Center, Voodoo Burgers.
Hell yeah.
Alvagon Tacos. Yeah, so we got them. There's like 10 or 11 places that we got them out around town.
All sincere spots too. I'm telling you, check this magazine out and then go to the spots that are in this spot. They did a lot of hard work. They still do a lot of hard work for it. I'm stoked this came out. I'm like fucking proud as fuck of y'all. Like this is dope as shit.
It came out better than even what I expected. There's still a lot of work, but that's all we can do is just criticize.
For a first draft though, for your intro spot, this is awesome.
I'm super pleased with this. So shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Haley Shea and Eric and the whole team, the whole ELC team for kicking it off and getting it going, because couldn't happen without everybody on the team and the whole collective effort for everything. So
do you think you got a new lineup already for the winter edition coming out? You already have a set list of restaurants?
We I don't want to give too much away, but we got a spot out in Silver City. He does his thing, and the guy's from here. He's from Silver. He went to school here. He actually had a restaurant here, and then he's back out in Silver doing his thing.
So this isn't necessarily just going to be Las Cruces. We're trying to be
we got a thing in there this round coming, Destination Eats. We got Hidden Gems, and Hidden Gems was in that one. a seafood oasis, so it'll be like a seafood place in in the desert.
Okay.
We'll try to do like a high class again, or a high. Doesn't have to be a high, like our three cross place in there. Is tacos and shellas.
Yeah.
And it's not what you would think is like a high class cuisine, or you know what I mean, like
versus like
I mean?
the actual 3 Michelin stars
Right.
is like
But we went to some spots in doing this, and they didn't hit the bar like tacos and shellas did.
Ooh.
You know what I mean, like on some real shit, like and I'm not gonna throw anybody's name
I was
out
gonna
there,
say
and-
that.
and-
Don't
you
say
know,
that.
I almost, but
And under the
but-
fucking bus you go.
we went to a spot where they have great cuisine, great service normally, and it wasn't that, man, and
Oh no, man.
it was still good. We went back again, and I had to try him. I had to give him a second chance and see what it is.
Sweet.
And, we still rated him and gave him, a deserving rating, but we couldn't, give him that 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just because we went into tacos and shells, like when we did the video, they knew we was coming in, so they gave us over the top and exponential service and
Oh shit.
did everything. You know what I mean? The owners came out serving the food and back making the food, like. But we sent people in like undercover and just brothers and people that I know, close circles, and every single time every person came back was like, the food's great, the service great, outstanding, the atmosphere, like
Hell yeah.
over the top. The drinks are great, fresh fruit, and like their margaritas. It's not just like a simple syrup. You know what I mean? Like, so like with that spot, like we had no choice but to give them the 3 crosses.
Awesome. Yeah.
And but people wouldn't expect it on just like a seafood spot like that.
Yeah.
So
Especially in the middle of the desert.
yeah, especially in the middle of the desert. And those folks are from, I believe they're from California, and they get a lot of their stuff from like down that way in Mexico.
Okay.
And a lot of the stuff that they do get is fresh flown in.
Sweet.
And
That's good.
that seared ahi tuna tostada. If you guys go down, try that. The flavors, it's on the front cover of the magazine. The flavors will blow your mind. Yeah, like you got tomate, you got avocate, you got you got your pineapple, like bro, like the flavors in that one, like you got the crunch from the tostada, like it.
Hell yeah.
It sets everything apart. Like it's really really good.
God, that sounds amazing right now. And the plating is just.
Yeah, right. The plating, they do it.
Presentation is.
That's their plating every single time. When you go in and you get that dish every single time, and like we went and checked, like we followed up with these things and like made sure these people were deserving of those 3 crosses, and
Oh, yeah.
and they were. So shout out to them.
All right,
Shout out to the
congratulations,
magazine,
Tacos and
shout out to
Shellas.
everybody doing their thing.
I'm so stoked for the next issue because this was phenomenal in my
Yeah.
opinion. I love this one.
Yeah.
So really, really stoked to see the winter
Yeah,
edition.
and it's gonna be a winter one, so like I
So-
got one of my recipes in there, so we got green chili chicken pozole this last one.
You did not put the pozole recipe in the. You did not.
I
put
might have thrown the red in there, you know what I mean?
You did not.
That I'm gonna tell you something real quick. That red pozole that I do is known, bro. Like I had my first kitchen gig at Gas and Purchase, and I would get dudes like on Saturday and Sunday like buying this shit by the quart. It's like, yo, let me get a quart of that. I come in, hey man, you pozole, man. Oh, man,
I'm feeding for my
well,
pozole
yeah,
once a
bro.
week. Hurry up.
And I carry that tradition in all the kitchens I went to. I was down at Bosque,
Mhm.
those kitchens. We ran that a couple times, and a couple of my people that I had running under me can still rock that recipe. Like Pat, I think Pat knows that recipe. Dee Dee knows that recipe. Tedford is out there. He knows that recipe. So
Yeah.
there's a couple people still keeping that alive in some of those restaurants. So if you guys go out there, you guys are Icebox, Bosque. I know Dee Dee's doing her thing, but she's out there in the restaurant. You see
Yeah,
pozole on
if
those
you see
boards.
pozole on those boards,
Cop that pozole, because that's
get you a
coming down
bowl
from
for
good-
here
from a
and
good
2
recipe.
quarts
Yeah.
to go, and you will thank us later. You actually thank him later because it's his. Ain't
So
that-
yeah, we
ain't that
might
your
be
abuela's
throwing
recipe?
that in. We might be throwing that in. So if you guys see that, make that, because that's a good little winter dish. You know what I mean? And,
Plus, it's like wholeheartedly comfort food.
yeah, 100%. And
You know what I mean?
it's not crazy spicy. It's not over the top, but the flavors on that one in particular just come together really well. You know what I mean?
They do. They
Whether
really,
you
really
use
do.
a hot chili or you use a mild chili or you use just something really really light, those flavors really come together in that dish.
It is some damn good pozole.
What else we got on the agenda? We got Bobo here. You wanna come rap to us, Bobby? Hey, Bobby Boulevard in the house.
Bobby Boulevard, everybody!
Yeah, sure.
I can see him eyeballing me from the back. Like, we gotta get Bobby on. We gotta get him on. We got Bobby Boulevard. Everyone, one more time. Sorry, my engineer probably
Thank you.
snarling at me because I made it clear.
What is up, Las Cruces and Southwest and North and East and West New Mexico?
Everybody tuning in from wherever
Yeah,
you are.
everybody tuning in on YouTube. Everybody tuning in on ELC.
Yeah.
Wow.
A couple
Yeah,
different
man.
platforms.
Feels good to be back, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
All
Thanks
right,
for
it's
coming
been
in and blessing us with your presence, man.
Oh, no, thank
What
you.
have you been up to? What's new in the hood? Rap to us for a little bit.
Oh man, a lot of good things, bro. I guess the journey's been a hell of a go. You know what I mean? I mean, seeing progress and everything, and I guess the cannabis culture and everything here growing inside of New Mexico. Within the last year and a half, almost 2 years going in now, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
A lot of growth now.
a lot of growth, bro, and I mean,
It's such a fast rate.
Yeah.
building
Fast.
Like fast. It's like it's
like they gave New Mexico a spark, and
Yeah.
and it's turning into a fire of its own.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's
What are some of like the positives that you see with it? You know what I mean? Like,
the positives, definitely, man. I mean, the community efforts that are being put in within within our communities and stuff right now.
a little bit of unity going on, eh?
Definitely,
Right.
Bonding
definitely.
together, you know?
Yes,
Finally.
and you definitely are able to
But
see.
you do have your haters out there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Quit freaking
oh yeah.
flagging my Instagram. God
Yeah, please.
damn it.
Hey, really?
Please,
God
guys.
damn it.
I'm curious.
Please, guys.
Like a little video that
Yeah.
that we did for the shop.
Everybody,
every
man,
rule was
that's-
followed, and shit gets just
We
all
have
of
such a
everything
minimal-
gets taken down.
Minimal marketing audience and marketing chance, and that's one of them. And these
The daily
dry
fights, bro.
haters
The
out
daily
there.
fights. There's
Grab-
a daily
grab-
fights.
Ah,
dude,
I
There's
get
a
it.
Daily struggles.
I get it.
You know
Dude,
what I mean?
peep the industry in a comparison to just crabs in a fucking bucket.
Yeah.
Like holy fuck, bro!
Yeah.
We're about to just
I mean-
right there at the top. Everyone's about to make some type of huge success story for them. And they're like, wait, fuck you. God damn it!
So retract.
Yeah,
Back to the positives.
no.
Back to the
No,
positives.
Back to the positives. Anyway, back to the
I just had to say that.
That's definitely a good segue to say, like a lot of people that are jumping in right now, you're able to see a lot of people jump in and be successful, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's really dope. You're able to see New Mexico kind of take hold of this, and we're being cautious. We're being compliant. We're being how would you say? We're given something like a tool that we're learning.
Sure.
Hey, well, what does this tool do, man?
Sure,
You know what I mean?
sure.
How can we use this tool effectively? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that is the business in its own right now to New Mexico, bro. I think that we're figuring it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, we did just
Yeah.
break the record again at 48 million
Yeah.
for
yeah,
sales.
That's huge, right?
over the month of August.
That's
So
So we were just
Good
talking
shit.
about kind of like the oversaturation of our perspectives of it, but from your perspective as a broker, right?
Mhm.
What do you
that's a whole.
do? You
different
want to
side.
see a cap? Do you not?
Yeah,
Like, are you
yeah.
okay with there not being a
So-
cap?
Man,
You know what I mean?
yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Because
check
for
it
you,
out.
it's
Do you
a
want-
different
do you want a
mentality.
customer-
For me,
do you
the
want a
more
customer limit base?
people that come into our state, for one, as consumers,
And
that would be
and that top drawer- and that
As
top drawer
consumers,
right
all
there.
right.
Okay,
all right.
as
I was gonna
consumers,
say,
a
like,
nine.
don't.
Just cock it back one time. Just.
So hold on.
My sound guy looking at me like, hey, whoa, hold on.
All right.
Because
So
man, like
I definitely, from my perspective, okay, from a sales rep and everything like that, and I
I
would
just speak
say-
because I did the brokering.
Yes,
You know,
and-
and I do dabble in a little bit of brokering myself.
yes,
still.
definitely.
And so I can see that. And whereas before I was trying to get everybody their license, and I'm like,
Yes.
$1,000, I'll get you licensed.
Like you
I'ma
were saying,
set you up.
what's the parallel now where you're sitting now? You're kind of seeing both sides of the
And
fence now, right?
I'm at the dispensary.
As a dispensary
80%,
owner.
85, 90% of my time.
Yes,
I'm seeing that daily sales going down, and I'm like,
yes, definitely.
Fuck.
So my focus, bro, this is because I understand that retail standpoint because
that's what I gotta look at that night.
You know,
that's why I don't sleep that night.
I worked. I worked. I mean, you keep yourself so enveloped in your business, bro, that you do lose sleep over it sometimes because business is tough, bro. And you know, at a certain point when business is tough, it's like you got to remember like how hard that you work to even just have that business in the first place, bro. And every day should be a day that you wake up brand new and fresh every day. Like you guys hold that good energy at Omo every day, bro. You know what I mean? So like think about that. You guys are pioneers of this game, brother. You know what I mean? So you see the game change, and you are the best to adapt. Yeah, you guys are some of the best to adapt to the game because you originated the game. There was no game to adapt to. You originated that shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but on a broker standpoint for a cap, brother, like, okay. No. On a cap, I would. So the benefit. Let's weigh the pros and cons. Let's play the pros and cons of a cap and no cap, right? So.
From whose perspective? Though?
Okay, from the states. No, let's talk about the state's perspective. Let's talk about a retail's perspective. Okay. Let's talk about from a broker's perspective and everything. Okay? So, say from the state's perspective, like you said, all day they want to bring those licenses in. There's fines. There's everything. There's so much money that the state could just pull and CAA or whatever, you know, the whole fucking state on something just to make a dollar, dog.
1,000 licenses, and say on average maybe, because we've been a little slow, say like $2,000 to $4,000 in excise tax a month.
Okay, cons and double con right there. So that's a con and a double con right there. You know what I mean? So what's the pro and the double pro from saying no cap? Okay. The revenue that comes in from the state, whether they're going to put it in or, you know, when the government's getting it right away.
Well, they gave it back to y'all, so that $50 check you guys got in like
July,
$500 check you guys got in July, that was excise money from all the dispos
stimulus.
And everybody. So
say thank you.
Very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. New Mexico, huh?
Yeah.
So I mean the pros of it, I guess what they're looking at beyond them just sucking the fucking state dry. Like some vampires.
What I was saying earlier is like other companies coming in with deep pockets and able to sell a product at such a low price. Do you think that they're just worried about that more so? Is that because that revenue is going to be coming in faster versus worried about mom and pop shops that are still trying to have a certain level of price to make their own money?
They're still going to get paid. So now the big guys
without the mentality of giving a fuck about us though.
So instead of the little guy paying $2,000 in excise tax and the big guy paying $4,000 in excise tax, now the big guy is just paying $7,000 in excise tax.
Yeah,
they're still getting
tax, it. There's tax
they're
bucks and
it.
tax
still
breaks.
Get it.
You know what I mean? So that's what they don't. They don't care.
So think about like when the big guys come in and they start like pouring their pockets in or whatever into the state, bro. It's more culture being built as well. You know what I mean? Like all pioneers have been. You know what I mean? These are the pros. I'm thinking about the pros. You know, I think it's more pioneers that are being brought to New Mexico, and we got to kind of like, we got to think about like how that builds New Mexico repertoire. You know what I mean? For the whole country to know that
we're being positive.
We're being positive, right? We're being positive. So it builds New Mexico's repertoire, bro, and that's gonna be on an economical level of politics, of everything, bro. That's gonna be in that and so. I mean, what's going to influence the state the best, bro? You know what I mean? Right now, the foreigners or the people that know this land and know how to grow. So we have Hatch Green Chili, right? Sure. And then you got somebody like from Arizona or somebody that wants to come in and grow some chili.
Sure.
Okay, you're going to try it, but you're going to still fuck with your Hatch Green Chili,
on
right?
that same concept, on that same concept.
So everybody can eat because everybody
Colorado
loves
chili.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because everybody eats chili. So those are the pros of it.
So, but on that same concept, you have to get. I'm trying to be positive and go with what you're saying. You have to get outside people to come into the state to show how to grow, because all these farmers have been growing chili and cotton their whole lives.
Oh, hell
now
no.
they switch over and they're gonna grow weed.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like, how many seasons is it gonna take to see that weed become good? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, well,
But,
fuck,
okay,
2 years
so more
later, it
pros?
still ain't up.
So a pro in that is you get
A pro.
outside people coming in. They already know the thing. They already know the setup. They're
They
running
can do it.
this light with these wattage with this watering system, and they already have it cookie cuttered out. And they just plug and play and put in a new facility and go, because they've been doing it in Colorado, Oregon, California for years, right?
And that brings revenue here and jobs.
Well,
You know what I mean?
weed,
How many of our
obviously,
homies now
get
got a
mixed in
job
weed here.
at one of the farms out here in
Or a
in
dispensary,
Cruces
right?
or
Or
a
a
dispensary?
dispensary,
yeah.
It's given a lot of the people that love weed and fucking are about love of the weed
Shit,
in the
by next
plant
year, nigga, ain't nobody gonna have
a
no
job. Like,
We all
Yo.
get- Hey,
So
you
those are
guys,
pros.
you guys hiring for trimmers over there? 'Cause,
Yeah, right.
I hate trimming, but I'll do it. And get some cash, bro. You know?
You
Yeah,
keep
I
the
mean-
lights on.
God damn.
Summer's approaching.
weighing the pros and cons, I guess, you know what I mean, is what we all are doing right now in the business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
is what's really gonna happen with the business? Is it really in the hands of the people right now, brother?
It's
Yes,
gonna
I
be
believe it
interesting
is
to
still.
see.
I believe it still is. You know what I mean?
I
To
believe
what extent, though?
people got to be creative on how they're going to keep afloat during this time, is what I think. Since it's not designed for the people who are running the dispensary, like the mom and pops, and I think my argument is it's and I think evidence and facts prove that it's the state that they want to kind of bank off this. So if that's the case, and if people like me who aren't going to give up and just going to keep fighting, you got to get creative, and within the laws of reason and within the laws of everything that's out here, you got to get creative on how you're going to keep it afloat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it's going to like shine. You know what I mean?
Yes,
That's where we're going to
yes.
start to get the creativity behind everybody. It's going to be the brokering, it's going to be, growing, or, other avenues.
Would you
of-
say that
Right,
would you say that
right.
we'd be able to take the creativity a step further, and wouldn't just be so much of a local standpoint as far as growing or as far as the retail aspect of working in a dispensary, but more so adding individuals to lobby in politics against bills and rules that
I
are
think we'll
made
get there.
for
I think the lobbyists will come with the more deep pockets that come in the state, because you get more deep pockets, you pay people to lobby, the lobbyists push for those deep pockets and those laws to change.
True.
So I think
the influence is
that
big on-
political aspect will come eventually. I think we're probably we think, Leon, 5 years away from something like that.
because at some point you can actually
take,
get
you know,
individuals.
minimum.
I
Yeah.
mean, but in 5 years, you're going to see some intense stuff, because you guys are also you guys are talking about, at one point, I would say, is how you're all on the borderlands.
Right.
You're
Right.
border towns. So
Right,
you guys
right.
have some pretty exceptional opportunities down here.
I think
Yeah.
it can kind of spin it into kind of how Trinidad was out there with
Well,
New Mexico and everything. And we're kind of like that new Trinidad here,
Exactly.
right?
And look how big Trinidad was.
Right, and that boomed for years until New Mexico kind of cut that off, and then they had no. Shit, I went out there a couple weeks ago and had to go get flour, and they're hurting,
Yeah.
hurting.
And that's where all those-
They're sold to the big guys.
Yeah,
And that's what you want to prevent here.
yeah.
So all the big guys that are coming in, bro, to capitalize on New Mexico's fresh, cannabis opportunities, I guess. I would say that is the biggest problem, brother. Is that the out of state people that come into our state that don't stay here and put that money back into the programs here, into the things that is the biggest things here. You know what I mean?
'Cause
All
at
that
least-
money leaves from our schools, bro. That money
It goes
leaves
out of state.
from it leaves,
Yeah,
bro.
it goes out of
You know what I
state.
mean? So that sucks, bro.
Yeah.
So the ones that are here actually, even if they are from out of state, bro, and they come in, if they are helping the community, if they're making shit pop, bro,
Sure.
and they're giving people jobs
Sure.
and they're investing back into the communities, bro, fuck yes. Those are the
they
people
gotta
that
gotta
we
play
need,
true
you
into
know what I mean?
that equity plan. They
Yeah,
go, you know what I mean?
bro,
And,
definitely.
I think, I hope that it starts to come around more and we start to see more, because, we see a little bit, but, and I understand times are tough, but I like to see, the community or our green community.
Yeah,
doing
man.
More for those people out there.
Keep that fucking the Bud Scouts promise, dude.
'Cause that's
Bud
what's gonna
Scouts
shine,
promise, dude.
Well, that's what blows my mind
You know what I
about what we were talking about earlier is how
Hold your fucking
the
promises.
individual had said, like, well, I mean, that's just capitalism, you gotta let it flow. So, like, okay, so let it flow. And all that money leaves the state. So where the fuck are you standing looking stupid that all that capitalism money you thought was gonna be reinvested into the
Is he
state?
still getting 200 racks a year?
Yeah.
Hey,
No matter what.
We know.
If it goes or if it comes, he's still getting paid.
Hey,
That's why he's like,
we know who's investing
over
in
yet?
the community and who's
Are you
not.
fucking
what?
what?
Yeah, like he didn't care, bro.
We know. We
Oh,
know.
yeah.
We're
No,
out-
we know
We're
who's out
so
there.
in depth out here
Yeah.
into the community that we know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we know
100%.
who's doing it and
Yeah.
who's not. You know?
So, flipping it up a little bit, we got some crazy bombers from the home.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Rap to us about those.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we find a lot of the dispensaries now becoming more self-sufficient, right? You know, they're coming out with their own grows, their own products and everything now. And you know what? Buffalo Buds out in Silver City, our buddy Anthony Quintana.
Yeah.
He's out there grinding like heck out there. Much
Yeah,
love to them,
he's
man.
Doing it. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
He's doing the damn thing
Yes,
out there.
yes, that's. I mean, so along the way here, we actually collaborated with him. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
Humphrey over here.
get that. I've been hogging. I think I've been hogging that one. But we
Senor
definitely
Bogart.
got a couple of them here to try. We now got them over here at Omo now, right?
Yeah, we got them
Yeah.
at Organ Mount Organics. We got them at Premier, right?
Got them at Premiere.
Yeah,
We're gonna be
nice.
pushing them out. Anthony's got like about 13 different flavors.
13 flavors.
13
Yeah.
flavors, man, and they're called the Buffalo Bombers. I actually had a talk with them, and I was like, "Hey, man, call them Buffalo Bombers."
I
man."
remember that. Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, yeah." So he called them the Buffaloes.
He said Buffalo.
So they're like some of the most tastiest, strongest.
Yeah, we
you
had
know.
one a couple weeks on the outside. I'm not gonna say where. Ben went outside. And, we sparked it up. I think he left us with 2, and we sparked one. You guys left, and then I think me and Fish and Haley were at the dispo, and we went on a little lunch break. Came back,
It worked, huh?
and man,
Yeah,
it
right?
fucking put my dick in the dirt. Bro. Fuck.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
They're some heavy hitters. I think
the
they're like
distillate-
41%, no?
Yeah,
Just
they
saying
are.
production in the dark.
They're 44%ers.
Not
The
doing
distillate,
shit.
the distillate was sourced through 1010. We pulled up. We got Anthony like fucking 5 jars, some fucking distillate, like boom.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
crazy, yeah.
Wait, like how?
Like boom, dog. You know what I mean? And you know, like pure honey, dog. It was the best fucking shit that you could actually put into these.
Yeah.
And he got some of the best flour sourced for him, all pure flour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
And shit, I've
You know, like,
so
what's-
far
what's
I've
it
tried
saying right
these
here?
ones, the wedding cake gushers. We've tried the Skittles. I've tried the
This
Maui
is
Wowie.
it's saying Buffalo Bomber Premium Infused Joint, Fruit Loops, Sunset Sherbet, Distillate Keef Flour.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah, they got keef in there
Yeah.
and the distillate.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. So,
All right.
so yeah.
So shout out to
out.
Anthony.
Shout out to
Buffalo
Anthony.
Buds.
Shout out.
out in
Buffalo
Silver City.
Buds.
So if you guys are out there out doing your thing, go visit him.
Yeah, you
He's
guys got
a
him
couple
tapped.
restaurants out there. He's got Mixed. He's got the Fry House and there's one
The
more.
Buffalo Ranch, I believe.
I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say Anthony, right?
Wait, hold up. Like
You guys got him
infused
coming
restaurants?
into the. Yeah, he got some. You could go get an infused steak, dog.
What?
With infused.
road trip.
Yes.
Like right now.
Yeah.
up,
yeah,
dog.
for the night.
Man, we
Pull the
about to be
When are they
fuck
closed? We're
up,
leaving.
dude. You know what I
Really?
mean? Yes. Yes.
So, well, from what I hear, that the Mix place, I think it's Mix. It's kind of like a speakeasy. Like it's like hidden.
Yes.
You get kind of like $high stuff. Is that where the infusion happens? Or is it a different spot?
I don't know. I believe it's with the Buffalo Buds company for sure. I don't know if it's there at the dispensary or at that place, but
take a tour.
yeah, man.
Here we come.
Yeah,
Right.
I hear the mix is actually pretty
Going
popping
after
out
you,
there in Silver City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, man, go check it
Sweet.
out.
So
yeah.
what else is new with you?
Along with that, like I was saying, you find your dispensaries and your people doing a lot of self-sufficient kind of things in the game now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everybody's on their grind and everybody's on their hustle, man.
Yep.
And
Very
it's
much.
dope the way it's all coming together, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of proving itself out, and everybody's kind of finding their little avenue with it.
Yeah, man. So things have been good. It's like I said, it's been good to see the journey of everything and the growth, and it's been good touching base with you guys again, and just kind of I've honestly just been floating it, bro. I find myself like not finding the stresses of the day-to-day society shit like that. You know what I mean? Like the day-to-day, the dollar, bro.
We just
the
have
dollar,
to have
dollar,
you yelling at it
dollar,
all the time.
dollar. Yeah, dude. So honestly,
like, God, my
What
life's
the
great
fuck are
right
you
now.
doing?
I take care of my people, dog. Yeah, I take care of my people, and I
the Call of Duty
I
down
tend to
and make
take
a
it
fucking
easy.
sale.
You know what I mean? Because you want to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
want to work smarter, not harder. And I've been fortunate enough to be, just, meeting good people, networking well. It's just crazy where God puts me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
Your vibe's been right lately, man, and I give you that. And it's not easy to keep that vibe and that energy every day, so I salute you for that, because there's days we have our rough days, and I'm like, how the fuck is Bobby so positive?
Yeah,
today?
you can't fake
God
that shit,
damn it.
dog. You can't fake that shit.
That's hard out here.
Like you said, it's tough. You got your days and stuff like
My
that,
demon wants
but
to fucking unleash some days, and we like
man.
chain them up and give them a mushroom square. Hurry.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sedate him.
Hurry.
We get a little philosophical and shit sometimes, and like you said, keeping good vibes, high vibes, and everything like that. I have a crazy fucking subconscious, bro. That just fucks with me. You know what I mean? And the other day,
right.
I mean, it knew exactly how to make me smile for the day, dog.
Well, that's what it's supposed to do.
Have you guys ever woken up out of a fucking dream laughing?
Yeah. All the time.
Have you?
Yeah,
At what though? Like what made you laugh in your dream? Because it's typically like nothing.
It's usually a joke. Something I say, and I see somebody like walk in, or like I'm talking shit in my head, and I'm like nobody else heard it, and like I laugh to myself, and for some reason it pops in my head, and like before I wake up I laugh.
Yeah.
And it looks at me like,
Have you wake up
Why the
laughing?
fuck are you
Right?
so happy?
Go back to sleep. You woke up.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened a couple of times for me, right, in life. I think
like-
I wake up giggling and shit, but I had a fucking straight up funny. Have you had
Woken
that?
up laughing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's usually in the surrounding of like everyone is laughing.
Yeah.
What we're laughing at within the dream, I've never figured out, but
Same.
it's that contagious laughter where like 2-3 people are cracking up, and then like
Or like
they figure
something
it out
may
and then it just
happen and
goes.
it may look funny in a dream or some shit
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
But this was a straight up fucking joke, dude. Like
Hmm?
it was a fucking monkey, dude. It was an orangutan, bro.
I'm gonna spark up another one.
Yeah, I swear to God, and I swear. This
We're gonna skip you, alright?
I thought we had our
Ping
own.
pong. Is that what is that the new rule? We just get our own?
I'm pretty good right now.
He said, I'm straight.
I'm pretty
Oh,
alright.
we're
right
gonna
now.
do this one, Dom.
You know us, we
God damn
smoke tough.
Yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
smoke.
So yeah, I mean, I have a crazy subconscious and stuff like that. It made me laugh the other day because I woke up from this dream that just made me fucking laugh, bro. And it's things like that, like to where even like your own subconscious and your pure intent of your own self.
Sure.
You wake up with a smile, bro.
Folks,
Go laugh and just.
I'm not kidding.
Like,
right.
Bobby's not like this just because he's on camera doing this for the podcast. He is like this every single day.
Every
And,
day.
man, we
Facts.
salute somebody like that because it's
Yeah.
real. It's real. There's no faking it. You're solid. You're true to
Yeah,
who you
man.
are, and I respect that, bro. It's
Appreciate you
badass.
guys,
Very true.
man.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
not
you.
easy to be high vibing like that all the time and just have your your humbleness, you really genuinely care for people and you love people. You know what I mean? And
I do. You guys
have
for
good
sure.
intentions. There's sometimes where I'm like, hey Bobby, what the fuck? And you're like, nah, man.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all good.
I love
It's
you.
all love, baby.
Chill out.
I'm like, all right, my bad. I'm sorry. I'm just an angry person.
It's all right. It's all right. Let's get out there. Let's go. Let's just keep moving. Let's keep on.
So what else, Bobby?
Yeah.
Where can they find your artwork these days? Where are you doing artwork?
Damn, it's been crazy with that
No,
too.
the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're
Dude,
not.
no, take this little one here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I've been, of course, working on my own personal gallery for
Sure.
sure. And
Nice.
I
being.
wish we'd have brought that piece.
Oh no, that's fine. I think they could find it on.
Yeah, on ELC, I
on
did a video
ELC.
today,
Yeah.
and we shot it out. We got his piece on the background.
Las Cruces.
Yeah.
And so if you guys go back and you reference that video, that piece you're selling for $500, right?
Yeah, I'll sell that piece for $500. I'll let that one go.
That's a huge piece. How big is that canvas?
It's a 4 foot by 4 foot canvas. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good size one. I mean, it's
And
a
art is crazy. Sorry, like I just
yeah.
art's
it-
crazy, right?
it
So you peeled off a piece of cardboard,
Yeah, man.
a little square, probably not even this big. I'm gonna probably ruin this one, but
Yeah.
maybe
And
a little square,
Mm-hmm.
and you dipped it in paint,
Yeah, man.
and you painted the whole freaking canvas with it, right?
Yeah, I could paint anything with anything, bro. I'll spray paint on anything, like my hand.
Bro,
will do it, man.
that's talent, man. Like
Yeah,
that,
for
that's
real.
really fucking cool, dude.
Amazing
And
talent.
Yeah, man.
the organs you did. So when you paint these things and you did the organs, you were telling me this. You did it off the vision you had in your head, right?
Yeah,
Of
it's
what
just.
when you saw the organs, right?
Yeah, I've seen those mountains my whole.
So this man had no
fucking life.
picture, he
Yeah.
had no reference. He just had the vision from his head. Got a little piece of cardboard, dapped it in some spray paint, and fucking Michelangelo'd it.
Yeah,
Right?
man.
Bobby Boulevard, everybody.
Hey, Bobby motherfucking Boulevard, everybody. That's fucking
crazy,
dope.
bro.
I think
That's
I'm a
crazy.
master of my craft, bro. But
Hell yeah.
I truly
That's
believe that
outstanding.
like
Yeah.
doing little things like that, it pushes me
Say
and
that
it
shit with
challenges
pride.
me. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's
So
huge.
you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Dare I say, like, don't think you're a master of your craft. I've seen your work. I've experienced firsthand you live painting some incredible fucking pieces, dude. So, like, don't think you're a master of
Yeah.
your craft. I'll step outside
you're-
myself
you're really
wholeheartedly,
talented, man.
respectfully.
Yeah,
You are a
Yeah,
master of your
yeah.
craft.
Salute.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Salute,
for
man.
real.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you guys. Thank
Absolutely,
you guys. I
for real.
appreciate you guys always supporting that with me, and yeah, you guys got that very special piece right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That one's got all my flow and vibe in it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that one's a bad one. So check out the video, reference that, and if you're interested, he's selling that one. Like I said, I'm sure Money Talks. You give us some cash, and
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, but the ventures have been cool with the artwork and stuff.
Yeah.
I've been doing a couple of things for the community. I did a pretty sizey mural right there on, going down into the Picacho Arts District. and
Okay,
stuff
yeah.
Right there across, right as soon as you're crossing the railroad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did that one there for
That's
the
sick.
Victory Ministry, man. And that one it came out so dope, bro. You know
There's
what I mean?
there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple things that I want to talk about that you do with the community, and one of them, and I know not a lot of people know about, and I don't know if you enjoy me telling this story, but you meet with, I don't know, just kids, and it's through a program you do, and you paint and you show them how to paint, and you
Damn
do
cool.
this like once a week, or right, like. That's fucking cool, man. Like these kids, like they're,
That's awesome.
they're different kids, right? Like different raised, like different
man.
homes, different, abilities or disabilities or whatever may have you, and you get them all together within the program that they're in and that you're a part of.
Yeah.
And you guys are out in the park and you guys are painting and you're showing them how to paint and you're teaching them technique.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people
that's-
do that, bro.
At all.
Yeah, man.
Like, at all.
The next
That's incredible.
if you want to be known, affect and touch your generation. If you want to be remembered forever, touch the generations after you. but not in the back.
As we creepy touch our shoulders.
Another act.
You're hit the.
Sorry, guys.
What he said.
But you know what I mean.
Don't touch him.
But don't actually touch them.
Don't even look at him.
Don't.
Don't even look at it.
Colorblind.
Check her ID. Check her ID. Ask her for her fucking ID first.
Stop.
So what else you got for us? Where can we find you these days? Or where's Bobby? Where's he
Bobby's-
posted at?
So Bobby is posted here in Las Cruces mainly. I'm working.
You don't want nobody to find him. He said, find me in the city.
So now you can find
Holla
me.
when you see me in the
You could
streets.
definitely find me working with Premier.
That's what I wanted to know.
High Life, yeah, High Life, Premier High Life. I was fortunate enough to go to Premier High Life and start to do a little bit of artwork for them, to mural their outside of their building. I initially went over there trying to broker Leon and them fucking weed. You know what I mean? So I was over there trying to show them a couple of the farm's product and stuff like that, and they're like, "Nah, bro, we're good, bro. We're good." You know what I mean?
Stop, guys,
You
stop.
know what I mean? And I was like, "All right, cool. Well, if you need some artwork, you know what I mean? Like, I got you.
I know a guy.
And he's like, well,
I'm the guy.
I just might hit you up for that, you know what I mean? and they hit me up for it. So I was fortunate enough alone, to be able to go in there and help reform a little bit of the Sands Motel there that they're working on over there right now. Yeah, they're totally revamping the whole Sands Motel.
Yeah, so their shop is like the office of where that motel was, right, guys?
That is correct.
And
they got it set up. It's looking good at what it used to be. You know what I mean? Like we all know what the Sands was. We all know what it was in its peak. I used to go swimming there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like my auntie, my grandma used to take me there.
That used
my
to be
mom,
super
you know what I mean?
cool back in the
It
day.
was a spot back in the day.
I used to go
Yeah.
swimming over there back in the day.
Yeah.
Dude, it was dope.
Actually,
Used to go to labs.
ecstatic to see that it didn't go down like how the Kilby and got run down. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
glad somebody got it, is putting some money, some time, some love, some effort into it, because the potential of that space in that area with how the laws are set up and everything, like you can make it into something fucking cool.
Yes, dude.
man.
If
You
they
know what I
didn't
mean?
step in, bro,
Remember the
it
hotel
would
that
have
was
been
right
to the
over
fucking
there?
dust for sure.
Right there next to Whataburger.
Yeah.
Days in.
Well,
the Days Inn?
no, that's the Days In, and then
Don't that got demolished?
Yeah, the completely fucking leveled.
Days in.
That was the Days In.
no. The
It was
Kilby.
something.
The Kilby.
The
No,
Kilby
no,
got
no,
leveled.
The
The
Kilby,
Kilby got
the
leveled.
Kilby's right.
Went down across from Whataburger.
Like it used to be right next to Whataburger,
Yeah,
right
Days
across
in.
from
That was
like.
Days in, right, DZ? Or we stayed out when the house flooded.
No.
Mom took us right there, right there. Pass.
It's like
Days
it was
in,
like
that was
right.
Days in.
I know which one you're talking about. Nobody can remember it anymore, but
It was celebrate.
It was a two-story-
celebrate liquor
Yeah,
with
yeah, they had a sauna.
the celebrate.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had
What was that called?
Days in.
No, it
Swear to
was
God,
not.
fact check me. $1,000. I'll put it on the table.
It had a
The
different
Days
name.
in.
Yeah, I had my birthday party there. 'Cause
The
it
Days
had
In,
a
right?
Pool.
The Days in, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck it.
It's like Chevron.
I
Yeah,
went over
yeah.
there.
I could celebrate that
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
That was a Days In.
that was the Days in.
Holy shit!
I thought that was named something else, man.
That was the Days In.
We partied over there big time.
Yeah.
They leveled that
But that's
place.
not where they're at.
No, that's
No, I
not
know
where
that,
they're
but
at.
I was just like,
They're at the
Oh,
Sands
no.
Motel.
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
Is that Maine?
just like old
No.
school hotels got
No.
brought up, and I was like,
Yeah, no.
what
So
about
yeah, you're gonna
that?
pass.
Fucking-
Thank you.
Yeah, you're on South
bad.
Main. You're either gonna
Squirrel.
come past the old Comcast building or
Squirrel.
a freaking a new little motel that got renamed just recently over there down there by the car dealership and stuff, but
No, I have no idea.
no.
Lost me.
Okay.
Lost me.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm still on Sands Motel.
Oh yeah, so Sands is like smack dab right there at the bottom of South Main. You know what I
But
mean?
that's cool. I like what they're doing. The thought of it, because there's a lot of potential behind that, and I don't know the vision and what they're going, but there's a lot of things that I'm sure can become of what they have on that property. So that's really cool that they're bringing life back to something that
Nice.
If you're from this town, it used to be. It holds true in my heart. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like a landmark. It's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an old school
100%.
landmark.
It's a landmark in this town, especially if you're on this side of town, from where we're raised from. That place, man. Like I said, my grandma, my auntie, and my mom used to take us swimming there, and that's a cool spot. So shout out to Leon and those people over there doing their thing. You know,
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
But
They're gonna, so we got that going and stuff over there with Premiere. We're also doing a lot of like partnering and sourcing and stuff with the brokering as well.
Dope.
So we're bringing good people on, sourcing them good products, helping the farms source to a lot of good bundle of people and stay consistent with their people and stuff like that as well. So
That's badass.
it's always been good. And then we're incorporating all these people in. Man, it's been dope, dude. Like, just functioning with the artwork, the cannabis, and then like the music too, dude.
Because everything
Like,
kind of ties in.
yeah, Alter Ego has been
That's
throwing
Senna and Robbie and all them,
Senna,
right?
Robbie, and Kush House.
Yeah.
They're it's like a combined effort, bro. Everybody comes together to make these things happen, and it's like I'm blessed to be a part of it all and just to be able to do what I like to do every day. You know what I mean? Like as an artist, painting, cool. As a broker, cool. But to be able to get the music going again and find time with
And then
that,
to incorporate all three, that's that's badass.
yeah, it's been cool. So
Triple threat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
man.
triple threat.
yeah, so
What-
it's
What time you got for me right there? How long have I?
Been about an hour.
Oh, that's not bad. You're doing good. All right.
225.
Cool.
Rolling solid.
yeah.
So, yeah,
It's been dope reconnecting with you guys, bro.
Right.
Getting back in it. We're getting back into some more business with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just keeping
And
the ball rolling.
Keeping
and,
the ball rolling, man.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we want to be able to promote the new magazine
Yeah.
that you got rolling.
Yeah, we're
and
pushing
stuff.
that. We're pushing that heavy right now.
We
Appreciate
appreciate you guys. Always just continuing to work with us, bro. Me as just an individual, dude.
Yeah.
It's nothing but love as brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Already.
And we're kind of just got that
And that's the intent behind it, right? That's the purpose behind it is
Yeah, man.
when we started setting these things up. You remember we've had SpeakEasy podcast where we've had 10 different dispensary owners in here. You know what I mean? And vibing and
That's
getting along.
crazy.
And,
That shit was
Yeah.
dope.
yeah, you were both a part of those.
We did
you know?
that big ass group photo right here.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
This place was fucking lit.
And
It's like
that's-
4 hours.
That was my intent of putting behind these SpeakEasy podcasts because we're helping everybody out, and then we wanted to give an outlet and a platform to people to kind of promote the dispensaries, promote their spots, and talk about the industry and the ups and downs as we're enjoying the smoke and promoting these dispensaries and these products, right? So
Yeah.
I'm glad we can kind of continue it and keep it going and bring your people on. So
Yeah, man, doing that alone, bringing the people on, bro, showing that love and doing something like this shows that love, bro. You know what I mean? Because the people that are here speaking with us and throughout the different podcasts and stuff, bro, those are people learning with us, growing with us, bro.
Sure.
And that's the biggest thing too. It's a big kind of like a community and family out there, bro.
yeah.
Everybody
try.
you know what I mean?
We definitely
And
try.
you guys are a
We
big
definitely try.
link of that. Like you pioneered it, and
appreciate
you're doing everything you can to hold it together
I
still.
appreciate that, Bobby.
So I appreciate y'all for
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah, I appreciate
Ladies,
y'all
y'all
for doing
excellent
that.
to you, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
bringing me
Yeah,
under.
man.
Yeah, already. But with that, I mean, we covered a couple topics today, and we're gonna try to get these popping, once a month or twice a month, and just get content out there and get, the knowledge out there and just to rap to people because I got a lot of homies that watch these and a lot of friends, and we just try to put them out there,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I think it's a good thing what we do. So maybe next time, the next segment, we have a lot more people out here and get together. But if not, it'll just be us, and we'll just rap to you guys again. And smoke went up, like I said, and it's been a good time. So I think that's about it. It's a wrap. What?
I actually have a
What do you
question.
got? What do you got?
So, and this is something that we didn't go into too much detail the last time that we did the podcast and I was on as a guest.
Yeah.
But I did a little bit of digging, and you being from Colorado, there was an individual out there that spoke at or he's from Colorado. I don't know what seminar he was speaking at, but I guess he was like one of the founders of the Trichomes Institute. And a part of his little segment, and this is like one of my worries as far as oversaturation, is because you can just like, and it's no disrespect to any dispensary that gets people to work for them, but it is a concern of mine where people aren't knowledgeable of what they're selling and what they're putting out. And one of the things that he had touched down on was that in the state of Colorado, you need a license to work on hair, work on nails, be a bartender, be a cook, be a server, and it's turning around to where you don't need that license or certification or some type of level certification to work as a bartender.
So they're changing that.
Well, they're changing
now, so they're going to actually
they're
bring
going back and they're
in.
enacting that. I think
There's
pretty
a couple
soon.
of things.
Yeah.
There's about 3 or 4 steps that you're gonna need to have.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
soon. Yeah.
And I think it's great because they're
Yeah.
making it to where everybody has to have something.
And that's
you know what I
yes.
mean? And it touches on that. It has that knowledge.
Food
behind the
handlers,
person, sound
A
something.
couple of
and
certifications.
recommending the right
Yeah.
thing, and
Yeah.
and yeah, I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that that's a great
Yeah,
thing
no,
that
that's a great
they
thing to
actually
have
added
because
It reduces liability to the state.
100%.
Yeah.
100% it does. Yeah, 100% it does.
Certified, you have a licensing program, it reduces liability to the state.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's not on our hands no more. It's on the individual. It goes back to alcohol, having your alcohol cert. Goes back to that individual
Exactly.
server.
yeah. So I was just like wanting to make sure that was going to be something that's going to be actually touched down on and something that's going to be implemented to change because
Yeah,
it pisses me off when I hear about, oh yeah, like at this dispensary they just did this and the fuck they were talking about, no, so and so got sick, or no, I know so and so got sick, or I'm just like,
Yeah.
fucking fuck, dude, like know
Yeah,
your shit,
I think
man,
that's
please.
a huge thing they're doing. So yeah, kudos to them and kudos to the state for actually putting something in that
Sweet.
really makes sense behind everything that we're doing out here, right?
Yeah.
So we'll end it on
Awesome,
that.
awesome.
So
On the good positive note, thank
you're
you
right.
for that one.
right on, everybody. It's been a good night. We'll catch you guys later. Peace out,
Thanks
y'all.
for coming out.